Hey folks, welcome back to my video series about transitioning from playing the high whistle, or the penny whistle, to the low D whistle. Now, if you're anything like me, as a high whistler, you've probably thought about getting a medium-sized whistle, like a low G or a low F, in order to make the transition easier and to wean yourself onto the techniques needed to play the lower whistles. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my experiences in doing exactly that and whether I found it helped me or not. What I've got here are my three whistles, the three whistles that I play the most. This is my soprano D, high D penny whistle. It's by Sasato. This is the low G that I bought a couple of years ago in an attempt to kind of train my fingers to do Piper's grip. It's a Tony Dixon plastic one. And this is my Howard low D in brass. So as a high whistler, unless you've got really tiny hands, you'll pick up a G whistle and you'll just about be able to cover the holes. You can play them using the Piper's grip, but what actually happened for me was that I ended up just covering the holes with the fingertips. And although it got my hands used to a slightly bigger stretch, it didn't actually get me using the Piper's grip technique, which I definitely need for the low D whistle, and most people do. Sometimes though, when I'm playing the low G, I make myself do Piper's grip just to keep myself in the habit of it. So yeah, if you're particularly diligent and make yourself play with Piper's grip, then it might be a good way of training your fingers. But when I'm performing or playing a session, I end up covering the holes with my fingertips and slipping back into high whistle technique. The other thing about low G whistles is that although the range of keys that they can play in is really useful, in a session I end up playing my high D and my low D, and I don't tend to pick this one up. I think I've just learnt all the tunes in the keys that they're commonly played, and they work well on the D whistles. I am really pleased that I got a G whistle though, because I did write some tunes on it. So I'm just going to give you a little snippet of each whistle so you can hear the difference. I'll start with the high D. This was the Sasato. It's a little tune called Fig for a Kiss. And the same, but on the G. So this will come out in a different key. You can hear that had quite a plasticky tone. It does sound nice into a microphone though. And finally, the Howard low D. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back soon with some tutorials, some simple tunes, some faster ones, and other bits and pieces like ornamentation. Cheers.